What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, your host. So today when it comes to watchOS, I'll be happy to let you know that we now have a new software update, and as you can see right here, this is watchOS 11.4 beta 3. This is the developer beta. The public beta should be coming out in about a day or so. And for me on my Apple Watch Ultra 1, you can see that this software update comes in at exactly 608 megabytes. Kind of a large update size file if you compare it to the previous beta 2 version that I'm coming from, but that's not the only update that Apple released. You can see today we got watchOS. In fact, we got beta 3 releases of so many other updates, and those include visionOS 2.4, tvOS 18.4, macOS 15.4, iPad, and iOS 18.4 beta 3. Most of these I do cover here on the channel at Half Man Half Tech. So if you want to keep up to date, definitely do hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss out. Now what I'm going to do is quickly install the update. I've already downloaded it. Now I'm just going to connect my watch to a charger and then install this update, and then we're going to see what are the changes and why there's such a large update file size here. My watch is up to date now, and you can see here if we go into the settings right there and then go to where it says general and go to about, you can see that we are actually up to date rather on the software update page. And on the about section, you can see watchOS 11.4 with the build number 22T5234F. So this update ends with an F. We're not yet there, so we do have a number of betas to go before it officially comes out to the public. And yes, from the way things are going, I can tell not too many people have reached out about this update to let me know whether they found anything, or if they are looking forward to it. So not a lot of people are excited about this watchOS version, but I did see a few things when I was updating through this update. So the first one, when I was being prompted to input my passcode in my Apple Watch for it to restart and then begin the installation process, the keypad size shrank a little bit. So you can see this is my normal keypad size. I can't replicate the same function or the same bug for some reason, but yeah, my keypad size had shrunk almost by, I would say, like 20 to 25% in size, which I found a little bit odd. Let me know if you updated to this version, if that issue happened to you as well. And then another thing that happened, now I'm getting the notifications a few minutes after I had already updated, and this is kind of weird, but yeah, after I had updated, I checked whether to see my Apple Watch mirroring was functional, because before this was an issue. You can see here, I tried to get this to activate on the previous beta and it just kept on loading, and then I'll close my iPhone and I tried again, but you can see that was an issue. And then what I did, my iPhone was actually updated to the latest iOS 18 beta, and my watch had not yet restarted to update to this version that I'm covering today. So maybe compatibility issues, but then at the same time, it's not a requirement to update my iPhone first before updating my Apple Watch. So that was a bit odd. But as you can see, if I triple tap just to access my accessibility shortcut right here and then go to Apple Watch mirroring, you can see now it's fixed. It works. If I tap the digital crown just like this, you can see it's working and it's good. I can now scroll up and scroll down, and now this feature is working. For some reason this was an issue, but yeah, you can see now that has been fixed. Also, something I want to show you here, if we go into the messages app, I'll quickly type a message to myself just like this. You can see some of the new emojis that we got. I highlighted these last week in the previous beta. So we got about 9 different new emojis. Some are plants, others are tools, and so on. But now what I notice here, if you go into the message and then you click on the emoji key tab just like that, you can now go to like the faces, for example, and if you go under the smiley tab and go all the way down, you will see that now they have made the selection available on the Apple Watch. So now you can select these instead of having to rely on your iPhone keyboard to input them. So that's something that's good. And at the same time, if you send them to someone that doesn't have support yet, it's going to actually show up as like a question mark. But yes, support has been added to this. Actually, I sent it to one of my other watches, but yeah, support has been added to the Apple Watch with watchOS 11.4. Another thing I wanted to highlight is that for Apple HomeKit users that use a lot of automations and use a lot of accessories in the Home app, it seems like Apple is soon going to be updating their HomeKit architecture, and users who don't or who haven't yet updated to the latest HomeKit architecture will get a message that says support for your current version of Apple Home will end soon. Update now to avoid interruptions with your accessories and automation. So that's just an FYI. You know, some automations pertain to the Apple Watch, and you know, you can always control certain devices from your watch in the Home app on your watch using this version. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to officially release with this update or if it's depicting a future upcoming change, but just an FYI. And then another thing I wanted to show you here is the release notes. So you can see my Apple Watch mirroring is actually working pretty good. It's fast. I like this. But now it's time to cancel this and then go into the release notes. You can see here Apple does mention some resolved issues when it comes to Swift UI, and one of the key ones to keep in mind that I noticed here that maybe you might want to know if you're a developer and you use StoreKit, you might want to see that watchOS is removed as an option in the App Store platform, and watchOS is now combined with iOS, which is now more of a uniformity, and that's probably the only change is worth highlighting in the release notes. But now when it comes to when we can expect this update to be released, you can see today is actually Commonwealth Day, but you can see today being March 10th, we are now on a weekly release cycle. So the next beta is on the 17th, which will most probably be a beta 4, and the build number we have today is an F, so we have a beta 4 coming on the 17th, and then maybe an RC on the 24th, depending on how things go. And if all goes well, we might actually see this update released officially to everyone on March 31st. But then, like Apple said, they are looking forward to a release for watchOS 11.4 and iOS 18.4 in April. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. So it might be the first week of April when this update comes out. But then, things might change, but that's just my quick 2 cents right here. Let me know what you think about this update. Very minor, not a lot of changes, but that's about it for me. Battery life and performance, I'll have to use it more often. I do wear this watch on a daily, and honestly, from the first beta to the second beta, I haven't been able to tell much of a difference, and I assume the third beta will also be pretty much the same. So that's about it for me. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.